YouTube, what's up? It's been a while. It's been a really long time. Sorry about that. Holidays kind of got me. I've been super busy with that and with hockey and just life. It's been a little crazy around here. Selling on eBay. I'm like way behind on listings. I've never been this far behind. Because it's been a struggle to even keep up shipping and get everything out on time. Seems to be settling down a little bit, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But I've also been kind of thinking about whether or not I wanted to continue making videos. Actually, when I stopped, that was kind of more the issue. You know, did I want to continue? Some people are super opposed to haul videos. I can kind of understand that. I can see both sides. I agree with both sides. You know, some people will say that, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Some people will say that, you know, if you give out all your secrets, that's bad for everyone. You know, and I can kind of see where you're coming from. On the other hand, if somebody says, hey, I found that you should look for this, I don't know, pick a brand coat. They sell really fast for lots of money. Well, if you never find those coats, it's not really going to do you any good anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You know, and the other thing is, even if I told someone in my area, I'm still going to find stuff at my thrift stores because we both can't be there at the same time the whole time the store is open. And they're putting stuff out all the time. But, you know, you used to be able to get a decent amount of money for a Ralph Lauren shirt, and now, geez, you're lucky to sell one, unless they're in lots. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I may or may not do haul videos in the future. I haven't decided. Mostly if I stop doing videos, it'll probably be because I'm just crazy busy. I work full-time. I only do this part-time. But I'm selling anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 a month. In fact, I sold $2,000 in December on eBay, and I didn't do jack. I mean, I literally did nothing but ship stuff out. That was it. I kind of thought I would maybe have a little break if I just, you know, stopped listing, but it didn't happen. I was selling stuff like crazy anyway. Not really a bad problem to have. Not complaining, don't get me wrong. And sorry about the noise. My dog decided that since I wasn't paying attention to her, she would steal a plastic bottle out of the recycling and make lots of noise. She's kind of a stinker. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing lately. Had a little bit of time tonight, mostly because I'm avoiding listing. I've been doing that solid for the last probably 3 days. I still have lots of stuff I need to list. I've got a pile of bags of stuff that I need to get into inventory and get listed. Just decided to take a break and say, hey, what's up, YouTube? One of the things I did was I met with a CPA. I would highly recommend that. Highly recommend it. I wanted to find a female who started her own business. And I did find one in the small town that I'm in, but she is retiring and she recently sold her business, so I had to look again. But I did find one, and she's awesome. She had me bring in my kind of a profit and loss statement from GoDaddy. Because I had told her in my initial contact that I use GoDaddy. Most of them prefer QuickBooks, but I think the kind of the common or the most common accounting software for resellers on any e-commerce site seems to be the outright GoDaddy stuff. And she's fine with that, which is cool, because not all accountants are. Some of them are like, you must use QuickBooks. Let me show you how to use it, but whatever. She's cool with it, so that was cool. She also didn't run screaming from the room when I mentioned Amazon and sales tax, which was cool. It was awesome. So yeah, she had me bring a profit and loss statement. She had me bring copies of my EIN number from the feds and my sales tax ID. I can't remember what else she had me. I think that was just it for that. I also brought my last year's tax return just in case, because I had some questions. I wasn't really sure. I've been kind of debating, do I want to stay as a sole proprietor, or do I want to file as an LLC, and do I want to do that as a sole proprietor, or do I want to be an S Corp? I'm not sure. So she is going to help me make that decision. For now, I'm staying as sole proprietor, because actually I met with her on New Year's Eve day, so there wasn't time to make a change for 2014 anyway. And I knew that going in. That was cool. What I didn't expect, which was really, really cool, she looked at my profit and loss statement, and, you know, it kind of categorizes everything, all of your expenses. And she's like, you know, yeah, nothing is out of line here. Everything looks kosher. And she immediately gave me a couple of things, because, you know, you're taxed on your profit. And she immediately gave me a couple of things that will reduce the taxes I will have to pay. Awesome. So that was really cool. And she's going to give me a really good rate. Found it interesting. She asked if I had health insurance. And since I have a full-time job, I do have health insurance through my job. So I actually got a reduced rate. Well, actually, it's not really reduced. I got the current rate. However, she's going to charge more for all of the people on Obamacare because it's a lot more paperwork and it takes her more time. So I thought that was interesting. And in fact, some clients, you know, she may even turn them down just because she just simply won't have time to get the taxes done because of all the extra forms. Found it interesting. Thought you might like to know. But I would definitely recommend seeing a CPA if you have not. She gave me a free consultation. I think we talked for about an hour, maybe a little. No, I think it was about 45 minutes. So, yeah, close to an hour. Life-changing, really. Told me some things that I can do to kind of plan for next year's taxes, even though we haven't even done this year's. Very cool. I highly recommend it. I just thought it was a bonus that since I am a female with a business, I thought it was a bonus that I found a female with her own business. That was a priority when I was looking for a CPA, you know, if I could find one. So yeah, I guess that's the video of the day. Can't make any promises as to the frequency of future videos. I guess it kind of depends when I have something to say. Yeah, so I guess I should probably get some work done. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.